Hello. I'd lived in the USA for quite a few years as a green card holder. I'd lived in Sunnyvale, California, and Mountain View, California, in the Silicon Valley. And what you're seeing here, I'm going to show you. This is one of my basic blogs through Google Blogspot. And the reason why I created this, I have other standalone websites with associated domain names, but this one I like it because I can easily update it, and it's pretty easy to use. So let's see, if you go to this is a bit of a long address, so atoconsulting.com 1.blogspot.com, and this is the same URL web address that I have for my ATO. Well, I had spelled it out, atoconsulting.com, because I own the actual domain name, atoconsulting.com, and I'll make future videos about that in the near future. But the reason why I chose this one, atoconsulting.com, is because, as mentioned, I already own the atoconsulting.com website. I mean, the domain name. I don't have a standalone website for that domain name, but I do own that domain name, and I have done for over 21 years now, I believe. But so sorry, when I get back to this blog post here, you will see, let me click on here. If you go to the blog post dated June the 6th, 2022, and I'll show you one of the old apartments that I lived at in Mountain View, California. Here it is. It's on Chiquita Avenue. It was 688 Chiquita Avenue, and I lived in this Chiquita Avenue, apartment B. I lived in this one. It's a studio apartment, and that is where, when I'm going back, retracking my mental database, but I was one of the first Google the Google email users. I was given a beta test to try out Google. The Google search engine, at the time. And I was one of the first users for the Google search engine. And I admit that when I first saw that name, I was a bit surprised, the way I had never seen a name such as Google before. And I'd also liked the different color schemes they'd used on their logo for Google. But, and strangely enough, well, actually the other coincidence is that this apartment in Mountain View, only a couple of miles away, which is up the road actually, is where the headquarters for Google, that's where they are located.